And now we're on hadith number 74. Amazingly, the gatherings of ilm are very blessed gatherings. This is an amazing opportunity, amazing, alhamdulillah, a chance that we have, that we have a gathering of ilm. Once Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was passing by the masjid and he saw two different gatherings. There was a gathering where people were learning and teaching each other, and there was another gathering on the other side where people were doing dhikr and dua and different tasbihat. So Prophet ﷺ, when he passed by, he saw those two gatherings. He sat down with the gathering that were teaching and learning. And then the other group, they felt that, why didn't Prophet ﷺ sit with us? So he said, no, this group has a higher level than your group. So alhamdulillah, this is an amazing opportunity, alhamdulillah, that we are having a gathering of learning and teaching, alhamdulillah. So this hadith that we're learning today, so we were learning different etiquettes, and if you remember, the previous etiquettes were regarding being kind to non-Muslim relatives. Before that, we learned that we should be kind to our relatives who are Muslims. And then the previous lesson was that should we be kind to our relatives who are not Muslims? Someone's brother is a kafir, someone's uncle is not Muslim, someone's grandmother is not Muslim. Should we be kind to those relatives also? And we learned that from the hadith that we should be kind to even those relatives too. Whether they are Muslims, non-Muslims, if they're relatives, if they're related, we have to be kind to them. Umar radiallahu anhu's incident was mentioned that he used to send gifts to his brother who was not a Muslim. And the scholars mentioned many benefits, many reasons why we should be kind. Of course, one is that it's good morals, good akhlaq. Islam teaches us to be kind to others. And then another reason is that it could bring them closer towards Islam. Now in this chapter, something very close to that ruling, and that is هل يقول المولى إني من فلان. Can a mawla, now I'll explain what mawla is in a minute. Can a mawla say that I am from that clan, I'm from that tribe? The word mawla in Arabic comes for different meanings. The literal meaning of mawla from waw, lam, ya, the root letters, it is something that is close and near. Something that is close to you, something that is near you, that's wali. This is why we say waliullah, someone that is close to Allah, Allah's friend, right? We call a scholar, a pious person, a waliullah, meaning that he's very close to Allah. So this word waw lam ya comes in the meaning of being close to someone. And mawla is made from the same word, someone that is extremely close. And this is why a lot of different types of people are called mawla in Arabic, depending on how close they are to you. For example, a mawla is used for a slave also, because a slave is very close to his master. They're connected. He's not close to his brothers and his uncles and others. He's living with the master. He's close to that master. He's called mawla because he is close to this person, close to the master. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses this word in the Quran many places, ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. That Allah, about himself, is saying that I am the best mawla, meaning I'm the best. And over there, mawla is in the meaning of best helper. Because when a person is helping you, he is close to you. He is with you. So wali, mawla is a person that is close. And therefore it has many different meanings. One meaning is a slave. Another meaning is a freed slave. A slave that you had already freed, he's not your slave anymore, he's also called mawla. Another third meaning for mawla is a master. He's also mawla. Another meaning for mawla is a helper, friends. So different meanings. And in fact, one other meaning of mawla that is commonly used in the ahadith, in the seerah, in the tarikh is, mawla is that person who accepted Islam, a new Muslim, one who accepted Islam, and he has this connection, this agreement with the one who made him a Muslim. So this new Muslim, he's called mawla in the sense that he is close to his that person who brought him into Islam, because he's close to only that person. He doesn't know anyone else in Islam. He's a newcomer into the deen. He left his families, he left his tribe. So he does not have anyone. He's only close to this person who brought him into Islam. This is the only person he knows. So he is Mawla. He's close to this person. So different meanings. And these two are the most common ones. The one, a new Muslim who has an agreement with the one who brought him into Islam. This is one of the common meanings of Mawla. Another meaning is, the common one is, a freed slave. So normally when we use the word Mawla in Arabic, it will be one of these two. Though it could have more meanings, but one of these two will be the common ones. This is why over here when Imam Bukhari rahimahullah is saying, هَلْ يَقُولُ الْمَوْلَى إِنِّي مِنْ فُلَانٍ, can a Mawla say, I'm from that clan? It could be either of those two meanings, that can that new Muslim say that I'm from that person's tribe, the one who brought him into Islam, I'm from his tribe. Because say, for example, he's a white guy, he just accepted Islam. He left his tribe, he left his clan, he left his family. He's not from that clan anymore. He left them and he came into Islam. What's his clan now? What's his family now? So this used to happen in the past, that new Muslim, he would consider himself to be part of that person's family who brought him into Islam. So this is why it's a Mawla. And it tells us one amazing lesson here is that when a person accepts Islam on our hands, we need to bring that person into our family. He should be a part of your family. Don't make him Muslim and give him Shahada and he's on his own, that you need to learn how to pray now, you need to do this. No, make him part of your family, bring him close to you and get him closer to deen. So put him into your family. This is one meaning of Mawla. And the second common meaning is a freed slave. When a master would free his slave, after he's gone, after he's free, he's still connected with the master. He's his Mawla, a freed slave. So can any of these two people say that I belong to that family, to that other family, not their original family, their new family? Can they say to others that I am part of that new family now, or they cannot say that? So hadith here is that Abdul Rahman bin Abi Habib, rahimahullah, he says that Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu anhu once asked me, which clan are you from? So I said, I am from Tamim, the tribe of Tamim. And we know Tamim was a very famous tribe, Tamim al-Dari, right? Amongst the Sahaba we hear this name. So he said, I'm from the tribe of Tamim. So Abdullah bin Umar said, are you one of those people or are you their Mawla? Are you referring to that tribe as being one of those individuals, or are you referring to Tamim as being their Mawla, and that's how you're putting yourself into that family? Are you originally from that family, or are you connected with that family because of Islam or being a freed slave? So قُلْتُ مِن مَوَالِيهِمْ, I said, no, I'm their Mawla. I'm not originally their family, but I'm their Mawla. It could be either of these two meanings, that either he was a new Muslim and connected with that family, or he was a freed slave. So Abdullah bin Umar then said, فَهَلَّا قُلْتَ مِن مَوَالِيهِمْ إِذَن, why didn't you tell me in the beginning that you are their Mawla? So, which tells us a lesson here. The point here is that when a person is a Mawla of some tribe, yes, he can refer to himself with that clan, but he needs to specify it that I'm not originally from that clan, but I am part of that family because of being their Mawla. So make it clear, don't confuse people. Sometimes someone sees a person and says, oh, are you from that family? You look like him. Are you his brother? Are you from that family? So if the person is not from his family, he should say, no, I'm not from that. Don't refer to yourself from someone's family when you're not originally from that family. Make it clear to others and don't deceive people, don't make people confused. Imam Bukhari rahimahullah, if you remember his name, you can say the last name of Imam Bukhari rahimahullah, his last name is Al-Ju'fi Al-Bukhari. He has two last names. It says Al-Ju'fi and it says Al-Bukhari. Al-Bukhari is because he was born in the city of Bukhara. It's one of the cities in Tajikistan and those places. He was born in that place, so this is why he's known as Bukhari. But why is he called Al-Ju'fi? Where did he get this last name Al-Ju'fi from? The scholars mentioned that Ju'fi was because of a Sahabi whose name was, there was a Sahabi who had this name, Al-Ju'fi, part of his name. And because that Sahabi was the one who brought Imam Bukhari rahimahullah's grandfather into Islam, so his grandfather took that name Ju'fi from that Sahabi, and this last name is being passed down into that family. So now Imam Bukhari is also Ju'fi. Though he's not originally Ju'fi, but because he's actually not even the Mawla. His grandfather was the Mawla, a new Muslim who became Muslim on the hands of that Sahabi, and they took that last name. So this tells us that when a new Muslim comes into Islam, he becomes part of that family who brought him into Islam. So this is why Imam Bukhari is Al-Ju'fi. Not because he was originally with the last name, no, he took it from that person who brought him into Islam. And the other chapter is pretty similar, that Mawla al-Qawmi min anfusihim, that the Mawla of a clan, he will be considered amongst them. So previously we can learn that a person should not only say that I am part of that family. He should make it clear that I am part of that family because I'm the Mawla. And so someone should not be confused that he cannot refer to that family when he's a Mawla. So Imam Bukhari rahimahullah is bringing the other chapter that yes, you can say, even if you don't want to specify it clearer, you can still say I am from that family. A Mawla can say that. It will not be anything wrong because he is part of that family, though not originally, but because of Islam or because of being freed slave, he is part of that family. So if he says that I am from that family, there's nothing wrong with this too. And then Imam Bukhari rahimahullah brings a hadith, which is one incident here. This is a story about Umar radiallahu anhu. Rifa'a bin Rafi' radiallahu anhu, he says, أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لعمر اجمع لي قومك. That Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم once said to Umar radiallahu anhu that gather the people for me. And this was the habit of Prophet ﷺ when he wanted to make some announcements or something. He would tell someone that go and call everyone. And so he tells Umar radiallahu anhu that go and call your tribe, your family. And what does he mean by your tribe? Meaning the tribe of Quraysh. So go call all the people of Quraysh. فَجَمَعَهُمْ. So Umar radiallahu anhu gathered all of those people, all the Quraysh. فلما حضروا باب النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم دخل عليه عمر رضي الله عنه. When they all were present at the door of Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم, so they all gathered, where did they gather? At the door of the house of Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, right outside the door. And then Umar radiallahu anhu goes into the house of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he says, قَدْ جَمَعْتُ لَكَ قَوْمِي. I have gathered my clan, my family outside. Gathering, Umar radiallahu anhu is going out, calling everyone, right? And it's a big deal that, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was calling all of these people. So everyone wants to know what's going on. فَسَمِعَ الْأَنصَارُ فَقَالُوا. Ansar heard about it. So Ansar weren't called because Ansar weren't the Quraysh. Ansar just heard that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was calling Quraysh. So Ansar wanted to know what was happening. فَقَالُوا قَدْ نَزَلَ فِي قُرَيْشٍ الْوَحْيِ. So Ansar amongst themselves, they said that there must be some revelation that is revealed regarding Quraysh. Some new ahkam, some new rulings probably were revealed about Quraysh. And amazingly, these were two main groups amongst the Sahaba, the Quraysh, the Muhajirin, and the Ansar. And sometimes they used to have this in their heart about each other, that Prophet ﷺ is showing more love to the other and not us. Sometimes we feel that someone elderly comes, a scholar comes, and he's giving more attention to that group and not this group. So they used to feel this about each other. When Prophet ﷺ used to do something for Ansar, Muhajirin used to feel that they're getting the attention. And when Muhajirin used to get the attention, Ansar used to feel that, no, why are they getting more attention? So now you can imagine what's happening. Muhajirin are being called, so Ansar are now worried that Ansar are looking secretly, watching from the back, what's going to happen with the Quraysh. What is Prophet ﷺ going to tell them? فَجَاءَ الْمُسْتَمِعُ وَالنَّاظِرُ مَا يُقَالُ لَهُم. So hadith is mentioning that فَجَاءَ الْمُسْتَمِعُ وَالنَّاظِرُ. The Ansar, some were listening secretly from the back. They were all hiding and listening. And some were peeking. Some were looking secretly. They all wanted to know what was happening. مَا يُقَالُ لَهُمْ, that what will be said to these muhajirin. فخرج النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فقام بين أظهرهم. Then Prophet ﷺ came out of his house and he stood in between the muhajirin, the Quraysh. فقال هل فيكم من غيركم? Prophet ﷺ asked this first question. Is there anyone in amongst you who is not part of you? Meaning, is there non-Quraysh in this gathering, or is it only Quraysh here? قالوا نعم. They said no. They said yes, that there is only us. There's no one else here. No, wait, sorry. هل فيكم من غيركم? Prophet ﷺ asked, is there anyone amongst you that is not part of you? They said yes, there is. There is someone else that is not part of Quraysh. He is also with us here. فينا حليفنا وابن أختنا وموالينا. With us in this group are three other people, and that are Halif. Halif is a person whom you have made an agreement with. Halif is a person whom you have made an agreement with. And this used to happen back in the days where they used to make, so say for example, someone is traveling to another country, another city. Like someone comes from New York, he comes to Buffalo. He does not know anyone in Buffalo. He's a newcomer to Buffalo. He doesn't know anyone. And now, of course, whatever he needs to do, he has to. No one knows him. No one trusts him. No one knows who he is. So no one will deal with him. So he would make an agreement with someone that you become my halif, meaning that you become my like assistant or my agent. Like if someone would ask me who you are, I would say I'm this person's friend or halif. So halif was just a regular person who would just have an agreement, and this used to happen especially if they are traveling to some other place. Before we learned, the Mawla was a person who was to have an agreement, and this Mawla was a new Muslim. Halif is not a new Muslim. Halif is just a regular person. Whether Muslim, non-Muslim, doesn't matter. A newcomer to the city, he would make an agreement with someone. That's halif. So this Quraysh, they had some halif. They had made an agreement with some people. So Quraysh are saying that amongst us are halif. There's some are whom we have made agreement with. So they're not part of us, but they are our halif. And number two, وَابْنُ أُخْتِنَا. Amongst us are, number two, our sister's children. Our sister's children, our nephew. Brothers' children, we consider them to be part of the family. When it's sister's children, they're part of the father's family. So the Quraysh are saying that amongst us are our sister's children, meaning they're not part of the Quraysh, but they are with us in this gathering. Because they're related to us, so they came with us. And number three, وَمَوَالِينَ, and some of our mawali, our mawla, are with us, meaning the new Muslims whom we have a contract with, or our freed slave, they are with us. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم حليفنا منا وابن أختنا منا وموالينا منا. Those three people who you think are not amongst us, you're thinking that they're not amongst Quraysh, they're all amongst Quraysh. Halif are part of us. Sisters' children are also part of us. Mawla are also part of us. And this is the point Imam Bukhari rahimahullah is mainly focusing here, and that is that Mawla, the one who is a new Muslim who has an agreement, or a freed slave, he's part of that person's family. He's not someone else. He's not a ghayr. He's part of the family. وَأَنْتُمْ تَسْمَعُونَ. And then Prophet ﷺ said, now he's making the main announcement. The main announcement is, why did he gather all the muhajirin for? وَأَنْتُمْ تَسْمَعُونَ. And now you all listen. Listen what? What is the announcement? إِنَّ أَوْلِيَائِي مِنْكُمْ الْمُتَّقُونَ. That the closest people to me amongst you are the ones who have the taqwa. This is the announcement he's making. He's telling the people of Quraysh, his family, that though you are my uncle, you are my aunt, you are my sister, you are my brother, when it comes to me on the day of Qiyamah, none of you are close to me except for those who will have the taqwa. Those ones will be the ones closest to me. I don't care about their relationship in this dunya. This will not be of any help. The main help will be for you and for us to be together in akhirah will be those who have the taqwa. Inna awliya'i minkum al-muttaqun. You know, this sentence, Inna awliya'i minkum al-muttaqun, amazingly, this sentence is it in favor of the Quraysh or is it not in favor? Are the Quraysh being praised or they're not being praised by this? This is not in favor, right? Because the Quraysh are assuming that we are part of Prophet ﷺ's family, and now Prophet ﷺ saying that no, only those who are muttaqeen, they are close to me. So I don't care about you being Quraysh or not, that doesn't make you close to me. So this is not praising the Quraysh. Now if you notice, Ansar will be happy about the statement. That Prophet ﷺ told the Quraysh that awliya'i al-muttaqun, so you have no upper hand, you don't have no above rank. Prophet ﷺ is telling all of you that you're not closer. Only if you have taqwa, then you are closer. So being a Quraysh does not have any benefit to you. And because of this, Ansar are getting excited, but on the other hand, Muhajirin are feeling bad. Until now, they're feeling that they had something to take pride of, that we are from the same clan of Prophet ﷺ. Now, there's, Urdu mein we say, pani per diya, that we just put water on it, that we wiped it away. That the virtue that the Quraysh had, Prophet ﷺ saying, no, that doesn't matter to me. And then Prophet ﷺ making them feel good. Because now this statement was not making them happy. In order to please them, Prophet ﷺ said, فَإِن كُنْتُمْ أُولَٰئِكَ فَذَاكَ وَإِلَّا فَانظُرُوا. That if you are those types of people, you are the muttaqeen, then you are close to me. If you are not muttaqeen, then فَانظُرُوا, then you look amongst yourselves. لا يأتي الناس بالأعمال يوم القيامة وتأتون بالأثقال. That people will come on the day of Qiyamah with their good deeds and you will come with your evil deeds. فَيُعْرَضُ عَنْكُمْ. Then I will be turned away from you people. I will not be able to look towards you and give you any attention. فَيُعْرَضُ عَنْكُمْ. I will have to be put away from you people. ثُمَّ نَادَى. Then Prophet ﷺ made another announcement. فَقَالَ يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسِ وَرَفَعَ يَدَيْهِ يَضَعُهُمَ عَلَى رُؤُوسِ قُرَيْشِ. Now he wants to give some comfort to Quraysh, because right now Quraysh are not feeling too happy about these statements. Ansar are feeling happy, but Muhajirin, the Quraysh, are not feeling excited at this moment. So Prophet ﷺ giving them some comfort, and he says, and then the narration mentions, رَفَعَ يَدَيْهِ يَضَعُهُمَ عَلَى رُؤُوسِ قُرَيْشِ. Prophet ﷺ, he put his hands on the heads of the Quraysh, giving them comfort. You know how you give a child some comfort by putting hands? So he put his hand on the heads of the people of Quraysh, and then he said, يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسِ إِنَّ قُرَيْشًا أَهْلَ أَمَانَةٍ. Then he said to the people, "O people, everyone else listen," because Ansar were all in the back, they were listening too. So he's telling everyone else, the Ansar especially, Inna Qurayshan ahlu amana, that the Quraysh, they are trustworthy people. Though they're not, that relation does not matter to me, but these Quraysh have one amazing quality, and that is, they are trustworthy. Ahlu amana. Man bagha bihim, kabbahu Allahu liman khirayhi, that whoever will do wrong to these Quraysh, these people, Allah will throw him into the hellfire. يقول ذلك ثلاث مرات. Prophet ﷺ said this statement 3 times. So now look at the amazing method of teaching, the way Prophet ﷺ used to teach, that if he is giving some lesson, he also makes sure that that person does not feel bad with that. It does not hurt his feelings. This is a very amazing teaching of Islam, that be careful on the people's feelings. Don't say something that will hurt the person's feelings, even though it's true, even though it's haqq, it's correct what you're saying, but make sure that it does not hurt that person's feeling. Sometimes a person is doing something wrong, and you go and tell them, "Oh, what you're doing is haram. You're going to get sin." You're hurting that person's feelings. So you want to stop him from doing that sin, but don't hurt his feelings. This is the lesson here. Prophet ﷺ is telling the Quraysh that this relation will not have any benefit to you in akhirah, and this hurt the feeling of Quraysh. So at the same time, Prophet ﷺ gave them comfort by saying that Quraysh, though it will not be, the relation is not of any help in akhirah, but the Quraysh are still, they still have a high level amongst the ummah, and they are ahlu amana, they're trustworthy people. Whoever will do anything wrong to them, man bagha bihim, whoever will do any dhulm, any type of wrong to these people, to Quraysh, Allah will throw him into the hellfire. And the word mentions kabbahu Allahu liman khirayhi, meaning upside down. Allah will throw that person into the hellfire upside down. So Quraysh do have a status in our deen. Of course, Prophet ﷺ being from the tribe of Quraysh. So because of that connection, Quraysh do have a higher level amongst all the other people all the other clans of this dunya. They do have the upper hand. They do have the upper level. And the only time this relationship with Prophet ﷺ is helpful is if they are also Muslims. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to understand these hadith and allow us to learn these lessons, the hidden lessons, the small lessons, especially this lesson that we can learn, though this is not the main subject, and the lesson is don't hurt the feelings of people. Don't say something that will hurt someone's feeling. Before you say something, just make sure that if it was said to me, would it hurt me or not? If it will hurt me, don't say that to someone. Or say it in a nice way that make sure that you give him some comfort if you said it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to practice and do amal on all of these ahadith. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. I think this will be the last one for now. Next Wednesday we might not be, I'm not sure because I'm traveling.